Okay, so my lecture is not lecture as such. I'm just going to share series of projects and share what I learned with these 9 pointers, and we are going to have interactive sessions. So in case if you have particular questions or particular challenge, if you are facing right now, we can totally discuss it right now. Okay. So the first project is from Barcelona. We developed it as part of Mastering City and Technology course. So basically, this project is at intersection of architecture, urban design, big data, and various technologies. So what's happening here? This circular building you're seeing, this is a popular mall in Barcelona, and as we know, the uh, the goods are getting imported from very far places, so as far from China, and also inter national trade. So we just try to visualize the ecological impact in terms of CO2 emissions yeah, on the building. So we know that these tech companies are gathering information. So we have phones which are extracting information about us. So we are trying to merge with the physical space. So here these colorful lines are the lines representing ecological footprint. So for example, if uh, a lot of good is getting imported from China. So this art installation, let's say, directs toward China, and making people aware about the impact by our everyday choices. And second project is in Santiago, Chile, South America. Currently, Santiago, Chile experiences a lot of problem because of air pollution, and so we looked at examples of other cities, mostly European cities, that what they are trying to do to address this challenge. We also researched about different modes of transportation people use nowadays, and try to synthesize in more meaningful manner. And so our proposal is this. Uh, uh, we uh, we identified the activities of citizens, and then we proposed public infrastructure for it. Is as simple as that. uh, and also because of our collaboration with Bureau Happold. If you haven't heard, Bureau Happold is a global engineering firm. They are specialized in mobility planning. So we got introduced to new technologies like hybrid electric bus and trackless trams and whatnot. Uh, so uh, so uh, this project made us think about how this technology can be incorporated into the current built environment, which is in most cases planned or designed many centuries ago. So this community living room, this is my thesis project. I completed in 2018. So this project is really about trying to rethink future of libraries, because we get all the information we want from phones and internet. So so this time really makes us think about what will be the physical role of libraries. So I started from the people, what are the needs of people, what kind of spaces they are interested in, and try to derive the brief from it. But
Sir,
I
sorry for interrupting. Sir, can you please minimize your teams?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Uh, so we I mostly focused on brief. So So that's kind of a mistake, let's say, I made. My idea was to combine and make a hybrid. So I followed this person, Ted Congrove. He said if you combine great place with shared resources, and if you have active catalyst, it can create a magic. Okay, so I try to draw a parallel between with that code. So what if we combine social hub, because people always going to need place to meet, and the library, which is in this context, we have library with internet, and 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 I just explored what kind of space I can come up with. So uh, so the be- uh, so the form development and the study of context, and yes. I'm not going to go much deeper into the projects, because I just really want to show the variety and the multiple scales you can work on. So I also considered construction stages during my thesis. So if I get a chance to actually build this project, so how it's going to get built. Then this project is developed as part of design discovery program at Harvard. The site was in Boston. First, let me give a brief information about what this program is really about. So what Harvard does is they take a time in summer and invite students, and they expose them to different graduate programs they have. For example, landscape architecture, urban planning, urban design, etc. So this was a really good opportunity for me, because you get the first taste of what masters is like, and if you really want to spend that much time, that much money uh, for particular interest. So back to project. This project is in Boston, very close to University of Massachusetts, and here we try to design multiple meeting rooms. So right, Nouveau or postmodernism. So I would suggest that try not to box yourself in particular ideology, but just try to be critical. Why someone says when they are saying something or arguing something. Okay, so the expose means you have to take conscious efforts. So you can take those conscious efforts with different many things. We live in an age of internet, so we are aware of many things happening around us. So what I did, I participated in quiz competitions, uh, design competitions, workshop, conferences, etc. So we will come to this, and I will try to share how it benefited me. So it also gives you a rewarding experiences like this and like this. And the also interesting part I like about this is you get to meet very great people. For example, this is Desai sir, who is a famous art director in Bollywood. So you get a chance to increase your contacts, and you get different perspective, and which is very crucial in architecture, because I think in the end we are rarely going to design and build for other architects. We are going to design and build for people other than architecture. So it really makes sense to increase your contacts beyond your clan. So the quiz competitions. So quiz competitions, I started to be curious about because of my interest in European architecture and especially the ports, cathedrals. So so the curiosity is something what drove me to go from Le Corbusier, from Khan and so on. And fortunately I got a chance to work at Sangat, but it necessarily should be that, because you don't have to work for somebody to work with star architect to learn really something, because obviously I did not work with Gaudi. And yes, uh, in here so this is about this is what I engaged myself in. So probably you might want to take a screenshot. But these references are very limited. So so always try to be curious about knowing something more and out of the box. And what it really does for me it introduced me to different fields within architecture. So for example, computational design, urban planning, interior design. So this so so when you engage in extracurricular activity, you get exposed to very different spectrum of domains, and which is good in long term. So so this is select. Once we are exposed to different fields like this, we need to select and develop our own expertise within one field. So you can just follow conventional divisions, or you can just uh, explore your area of interest based on scale, materials, technology, philosophy. So for example, scale, I also studied BR like you, but then with masters I try to understand how design functions at broader scale. So during my masters we worked in three terms with three different fields. For example, Internet of City, Internet of Building, Internet of People, etc., etc. So you will ask how is it possible, along with submissions like doing quiz competitions and conferences and everything. So what I did is I took step back. I took a step back. Is to first I try to do during my lunch break. So after that I got to know that some things are simply not possible during our daily time. So then you need to take a strong stand, which I took as far as voluntary year break. So but if you're curious enough, I think it's easy to take that strong stand and grow together. So I'm going to share a short story. I was also cultural representative of my college, so my job was to arrange the all cultural activities, annual cultural event, freshers party, farewell, etc. So this is our school amphitheater, and every year during annual cultural event, we used to hire some fabricators to build a bridge. But then we thought we are architecture college. We print a lot, and we also have a lot of paper tubes. So we just built these paper tubes, and it worked out well, and we got it done in 20% of cost. So it was very huge gain, not just by the college, but also for us, because after this I started to explore more into paper tube architecture, and in the end I also applied to Shigeru Khan as well, who is very renowned for paper tube architecture and big picture. So it is necessary to look at the big picture and be strategic as MS Dhoni, uh, because you need to plan your portfolio, and all the works we are doing in bachelor's, uh, in a respect to what you are planning to do in future. Motivation. So it is our tendency in students that we always follow only architects. We always uh, get reference from architects, but as you saw, you can get motivated by sport person, political leaders, or even entrepreneurs, and so on. And also privilege. It we should take a time to acknowledge the privilege we have, because uh, we work in a very good field, and we dedicate our time and resources to build something new in future. But not everyone gets this chance, because some people work to for their next meal. I mean, uh, I'm trying to think that if even this kid wants to contribute in longer term, he simply cannot, because uh, uh, the privilege, only few people have privilege, let's say. And 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 this is something we should really ask. Then if we are the fortunate people, we have privilege. If not us, then who else? And this is something I'm trying to do right now, trying to build a purpose. And so this image is it represents different biomes in on earth. And the size represents the actual size. So we can really see the desert is huge, and because of current climate crisis and the pandemics, planet is going to change a lot. So I'm also trying to link what I learned, and what are the urgencies right now, and how can I merge. So I always inspired by this quote. So we must understand that our talents and our wealth are only loaned to us in trusteeship to toward the greater good, by Christopher Benninger. So that's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Architect Akshay Marsute, for such an enlightening session. Now it's time for us to move on to question and answer session.
Before we go on to that, can you go back to the slide where you have listed the internship and other things, and just can you elaborate a little bit on that so that everyone knows and they can ask the question then? This one. So can you elaborate a little bit on that?
So for quiz competitions,
Yes.
I started becoming curious by starting with very obvious architectural knowledge, but after a while, I started to test that knowledge in some field. So I started with college level quiz competitions, which is trivias, then city level quiz competitions, which is AQ, and the national competitions. So I while preparing for it, I I I took a time to explore as much as possible. So, for example, if you are reading about B.V. Doshi, then it's obvious that you will know Le Corbusier and Louis Kahn. If you learn about Louis Kahn, you will learn about Renzo Piano. So like that, I just uh, kept my curiosity and just explored that. And for design competitions, it I think doing design competitions is really a good way to practice creativity, and it also gives opportunity to collaborate with someone you cannot usually. So you can collaborate with your seniors, and so it helped me a lot because you get rewarding experience, but not always. But what it gives you is it's time to interact with someone and exchange ideas. I think it really helped me in long run, I guess. And also, I was fortunate to have a time for a year break, so I took opportunities to do workshops. Actually, I'm not new to Midas. I got in fact introduced to computational design from the workshop your college hosted a few years back. Also also it is always good to attend conferences because you can hear different voices, and in conferences you get exposed to different ideologies or schools of thought. So it, I for me I think conferences help me to think critically about assumptions. No, maybe. Yeah. Okay. MOOCs are massive open online courses, and I just attended few courses from these MOOCs. So I attended courses which can improve the quality of design, so that you can apply those tools in your current design projects. So it is, I think MOOCs are very effective because you can quickly learn something and apply and always go back at any time. And internships, we spoke about it, and summer school. Exhibitions. So exhibitions, I think exhibitions are very effective to reach out to different stakeholders, because as I mentioned, it is very critical uh, to have a dialogue with all the stakeholders to really ensure the success of architectural project. So exhibitions, I personally think it is a good medium to do that, and publications as well. So yeah, Do you, if you have any specific questions related to, for example, if you are making your portfolio currently, or you are applying for internships, or if you are planning to do your masters, I would like to discuss, like, if you have any of those questions.
Yeah, Dikshita, you can go ahead.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Now it's time for us to move on to question and answer session.